Welcome back to the Mad Spideyverse. I'm Mad Spidey. Thanks once again for tuning into my channel. I haven't done one of my artist series for a couple of weeks, so I thought do another artist series episode. Now this will be episode, I'm just trying to remember now, it might be number 24, I think it's number 24. This might be, I don't want to say a little bit of an infamous episode, but maybe a little bit of an infamous story. I won't go into the full details, but pretty much in 2014, we had our, what was called back then, the Armageddon Expo. Now, if you know anything about the Australian convention scene, there are two main convention, holders, I suppose, or companies. There's Supernova Expo and there's Oz Comic Con. There used to be another one called Armageddon Expo. Now, Armageddon Expo only stuck around for a couple of years. It was done in partnership through a New Zealand company. It was pretty much two guys. It was a guy in Australia and a guy in New Zealand that made Armageddon Expo, and then something happened and they pretty much split. They're still running Armageddon Expos in New Zealand, but down here they turned it into AMC Expo, which only lasted a couple of years and then pretty much gone. So yeah, still got Supernova and still got Oz Comic Con. Obviously all your little tiny town hall fairs and stuff like that still, but the main conventions, like your big Comic Cons, in other words, is the two different ones. So in 2014, we had a couple of guests. Like I've said before, we only ever get 2 or 3 international comic creators over here, because that's pretty much most of the conventions can afford at the time. Sometimes you get a little bit more, but usually it's 2 or 3 at most. So I saw that, and obviously this is what the episode is about. I saw Darick Robertson was coming down. So I pretty much I knew basically who Darick Robertson was, because at the time he was doing a lot of Marvel work. So he did some Spidey stuff, he did some Wolverine and some Punisher and things like that. Obviously Darick Robertson is mainly known for his co-created series that was turned into an Amazon Prime TV series, The Boys. So that's what he's mainly known for, and obviously also a little bit earlier than The Boys, there was Transmetropolitan, was another one that he had co-created. So, but Darick Robertson is mainly known for The Boys. But I saw he was coming out, and I'm like, he's drawn Spidey. I was still, at 2014, I was still sort of picking artists for what they'd drawn. But obviously, Marvel characters that I like and things like that he actually drawn. So, you would think, okay, maybe I'd go Punisher or maybe I'd go Wolverine, but he had done a few Spidey issues, so I thought, let's go Spidey. But at the time, he was mainly known for his work on New Warriors. So I know my boy Beckerman will, his ears will prick up as soon as I say New Warriors, because he's a New Warriors nut. And he has seen this piece before, and a lot of people have seen this piece before, but as I said, got to go through the folders, got to get through them all. This episode was coming. The reason why I said earlier that this might be a little bit of an infamous episode will be that this is the year also that Dan Slott came out here. Now, at that particular time, Dan Slott had basically killed Peter Parker in the Amazing Spider-Man books, and that's as far as I will go with this particular story. If you've ever watched me on any live streams, the story has come up a handful of times. I think I've talked about it on Legion of Comics. I think I might have talked about it on maybe what used to be Banter, Chip Getler, White Shadows Banter. I may have talked about it on Simple Simon's channel on some sort of live streams as well. But yeah, the story is out there. A few people know it, but I won't get into the details of that too much. But in saying that, Darick Robertson, absolutely awesome guy, super friendly guy, so willing to work with me. I basically said to him, I said, look, can I set up a pre-show commission so I can, you know, pick it up at the show? I was able to, you know, get in there pretty early, went up to Darick, you know, did the usual, hi, how you going? You know, he did a piece for me and all that sort of stuff, and have a general chat about, you know, sort of, you know, what he's doing at the moment, what he's worked on, what he is working on, and things like that. And as I said, like, super nice guy. I was talking to him for a good probably 10-20 minutes, holding up the line a bit. I came back a couple of times, had some more chats with him. Super nice guy, super friendly guy. And we'd sort of spoken online a bit before the show, obviously, about the pre-show commission. Basically saying, look, you know, I want to get Spidey, but like how much extra for a couple extra characters and things like that. And yeah, he did me a really good deal, and he said, yeah, well, look, I'm, you know, working on New Warriors at the time, or I just finished, or things like that. You go, yeah, I'd love to chuck some New Warriors in there as well to do like a bit of a team up piece, because a lot of the Spidey books in the early 90s, I know had a lot of New Warriors and things like that, and obviously going through to the 2000s and things like that, there was a lot of crossover stuff happening. So in my fond memories of the Spidey books from the 90s is, you know, Spidey with, you know, Moon Knight and Punisher and New Warriors, and, you know, so many crossovers and things like that, or just, you know, special appearances and things like that. So it was a lot of fond memories of the 90s comics back then. So yeah, Darick was more than happy to do a 3-character piece. And I think I can't remember whether I chose the New Warriors or he actually chose them. I think it was a bit of a both. But yeah, it ended up being an awesome piece and an awesome experience. So without further ado, let's show you the piece. So it's an 11 by 17, full figure, 3 characters plus minimum background. And this is the piece. So obviously you got Spidey there, Night Thrasher, and Darkhawk just above with minimum background. So he pretty much, he didn't leave too much space. Like obviously there's a little bit of white around the end there, but obviously the bottom's all full. Just got a little bit of just basic clouding and things like that, just to sort of fill up some of the dead space. But yeah, super. And he even sort of personalized it, which I don't mind. I don't mind, because I'm never going to sell it. So to Simon from Darick, 2014 Melbourne. So there is the piece itself. Yeah, so super cool piece. Absolutely love it. And yeah, such an awesome experience, such a friendly and just a fond memory. Obviously a lot of the art game can be a lot of heartache, can be a lot of anger, a lot of impatience, things like that. But yeah, this one was nothing but, yeah, just pure joy and from start to finish. So one of those great experiences that you just remember with fond memories. So anyway, that's it for this particular episode. Hope you enjoyed another one of my artist series. There will be obviously plenty more to come. If you want to leave a comment down below, leave a comment what you think of the piece. You know, maybe even ask if there's certain artists that I have art from that you might want to see. Like obviously I haven't collected much art in the last couple of years, but I do have quite an array of you know, artists and things like that. So, but anyway, leave a comment if you want. Just let me know what you think. I know Beckerman will probably be leaving a comment saying this is my piece, you got to sell it to me, or something like that. But you know, that's the ongoing joke with the two of us. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and Spidey out.